How hard is it, you had the break, the 3-month break, you play for 10 games, then you got another break. I mean, how hard is it to keep your timing at the plate? It's got to be a challenge for sure.
Yeah, it can be a challenge at times. We did live BP today, so just getting us, keeping us ready for this Pittsburgh series. So it's different, of course, in these times where you're not really used to playing a game and not playing for 4 games straight. So, everyone's adjusting to it, but I think we'll be ready.
So some of the struggles you were having at the plate leading into this, the 4 days off here, was timing part of that? Were you just having a hard time getting your rhythm at the plate?
I think so. I mean, you go through stretches where, you may not see the ball as well. And, it's a constant thing of just working and staying in the cage, staying on, getting good pitches to swing at and hit. So, it's just a combination of things. So, we'll be back going. I'll get things together.
Right, for sure. Is Vavra having you do? Is there any mechanical things that you're working through, or is it just it's all about just seeing pitches and getting your feel in the box?
Yeah, it's not anything mechanical. Really, it's just getting back to me doing me and how was this spring training and seeing the ball well and putting a good swing on it.
For sure. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Our next question comes from Jason Beck from MLB.com.
Yeah, hey, Niko, thanks for doing this. We've written a little bit about how you guys seem to be shifting a lot more than you did last year. In fact, I think you guys are still leading the majors in percentage of pitches you guys are shifting on. Do you guys have more defensive shifts this year than last in terms of like more different looks, different ways you guys move about, or is it basically the same shifts, just doing them more often?
I believe it's the same thing. It could be a little bit of, whether I'm on one side of the bag or not, but with, the type of hitter that's up. But I feel it's the same amount of shifts. I didn't even know we were leading the league in shifts. So, but it feels like it's the same way as last year.
And, Jamer was talking the other day about how you guys communicate a lot and keep, try to keep knowledge of, who's supposed to be where at a given time. Given how many times we see you guys swapping places or moving from one count to another in the same at-bat, how easy, how difficult is it to keep track sometimes with, just the different situations, or is it pretty consistent?
Well, we got a card and we look at Santiago in the dugout. He kind of helped us with this shift and what we're going to do. But as you go through the lineup one time, we remember what we need to be doing. And if there's 2 strikes, I need to go back over and let Jamer go over to, the second base side. So we pretty much do that with 2 strikes, where I'll rotate back over to short if I'm in that left-handed shift. So after one time through the lineup, we just remember what we need to be doing. And if we don't, we'll just glance at the card or looking at Santi.
Thanks, Jason. Our next question comes from Evan Petzold of the Detroit Free Press.
Hey, thanks for doing this. Just, looking at, you're talking about your bat specifically and the way you're hitting right now. And when you spoke about it, you seemed like you had, you got a lot of confidence. You said, just got to get back to doing me and things like that. Where's your level of confidence, right now in yourself? And I guess, how does that compare to maybe back in 2017? Like, how much have you grown in that way?
Getting up here in, 2017 was my first year in the big leagues, and then you're trying to find your way and make a mark. And fast forward to now is a thing where it's back to baseball, where 17 was you're dealing with emotions on, making a debut and how do I fit in and what do I do to stay here? And now it's I'm here. So, you got the confidence that, you're playing at this level and everything gets back to it's baseball rather than, it's the MLB and, oh my gosh, this is my first time. Like, it's a lot of emotions your rookie year. And whereas now is, you locked in and focus on what you have to do. So the confidence grows, every year. So I'm confident in myself always.
For sure. And one more quick one too. I mean, does it help with the confidence, just all around, kind of having a solidified spot now at shortstop? I know you bounced around a ton of different places, so kind of being able to have, one spot in the infield on defense. I mean, does that like help you at all with the confidence? Just saying, okay, yep, here's my place, I know where I'm at, or not really?
Well, defensively, defensive confidence goes up a lot because you can work on, one position day in, day out, get better there. And you're making plays over and over again. So, if it's a backhand playing the hole, you've made that play throughout the year rather than you may have made it twice the whole year. And then one comes and then, it's not really, you're not really sure on that play. So being able to be in one position and get all the plays over and over again is definitely, it grows your confidence defensively. And then on the hitting side, you can focus on hitting because you can do every play at short. And then you can kind of focus on your hitting a little bit more. So I think, though, that, playing one position is definitely a big boost of confidence on the defensive side.
Our next question comes from Chris McCoskey of the Detroit News.
You could just go back to the shifts for a minute. What's the hardest? I mean, the positioning is one thing, but what's the hardest plays to make out of that? Is it the relays from the outfield? Is it making sure when guys are on base, you got every base covered? Or
you said you asked about the shift. You said
yeah.
I mean, we practiced like today. We were in the shift, working our defense in the shift. We did it yesterday. So I guess the hardest thing could be the communication on the cutoffs and relays. Where if I'm on the second base side and Jamer's playing kind of like this short, letting him know that, hey, if this ball goes to that left center gap, you automatically go to third, and me and Scope have to really get over there into that gap so someone's at third. So me just always making sure everyone knows that what we're going to do on certain balls, and once we do that, a lot, it becomes like second nature. So I'm gonna say probably the cutoff relays and communicating where everyone's going to be at.
Yeah, like who's going to go take the cutoff throw for one, right? If you guys are both on the same side, the ball goes to left field.
Yep.
You're going to cross each other.
Double plays as well, well, how we're going to do the double plays, and it's all communication pre-pitch. So communicating is key definitely on those shifts.
Thanks, Chris. Our next question comes from Jason Beck from MLB.com.
Yeah, just overall defensively, as a full-time shortstop now, is there a leadership role you're taking with the infield defense in general? Either, the guy making sure guys are in the right place or just communicating. Is that among the responsibilities there? And secondly, how much pride do you take in, the improved defense you guys have shown in the infield so far?
Yeah, I'm always communicating. I'm always making sure that everyone knows where I'm going to be at. I let them know that, if the ball comes to you, I'm going to be on this side. I'm moving people all the time. If I move right, I'm moving Scope right, or Jamer, I'm moving everyone. I'm trying to get everyone in the right position. So it's not I'm used to communicating with everyone. I do it day in, day out in the clubhouse or wherever I'm at. So on the baseball field, it's a lot of fun, making sure everyone's on the same page. And then that's how you see a lot of plays being made and things going smoothly, because everyone knows where everyone's going to be at. And your second question was what? What was it?
How much pride do you take in the improved defense you guys have shown so far?
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, defense is something that can show up every day like that. That's all about you working your tail off and staying focused, and communicating, like I said. So, if you're not doing on the the hitting side, if your bat's not going right now, you can always play defense. And that's what's going on, for me right now until that bat heats up. And I'm always play, the heck out of defense anyway. So I think that's, Scope, Chrome, Candy, they're all great guys in the infield. So I think we just have a great group right there. And, I'm excited, to be back short, like I've been saying, since I got the call that I'm going to be the shortstop.
Back to Lakeland, it felt like you were searching for some stuff, your command, or maybe it was mechanics. And even in the summer camp, things were a little rocky at first. what's clicked in for you? What have you figured out that's gotten you back to yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I was feeling pretty down spring training 2.0, and I talked to Andy and Pico, and I've been getting into the bullpen, during practice, and I've just been getting off the mound every day, just get some feel for my pitches, and it's really been beneficial for me. I've been getting my command back on all my pitches, and it's been great having those guys work with me and helping me out get back to where that I should be. So
was there anything mechanical that you could explain to us that you had to fix?
Yeah, I was just getting under a lot of all my pitches, and just letting my front side fly open. And once I started getting my hand on top of the ball, everything was looking a lot better with the slider and fastball and changeup. So I mean, the shapes were getting there, and that really helped me a lot.
How disturbed were you by it? I mean, they were giving Nolan Blackwood a lot of looks, I know, in the summer camp and stuff too. Did you start feeling some pressure that maybe you were going to lose your spot in the bullpen?
I mean, there's pressure every year, so you just gotta put your nose to the grindstone and try and work out your little kinks you got mechanically, and hopefully everything starts to click. So once all those things happen, everything just gets pushed aside, and just you go out there and do your thing. So
yeah, so gratifying, huh? That you fought your way back to feeling good on the mound. I mean, the 3 innings that you pitched, 3.1 innings that you pitched, have been pretty lights out, and it looks like the slider, the curveball, your hybrid pitch has been really effective for you too, huh?
Yeah, it's been great.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Chris. If there are any other questions for John, please put those in the chat. We'll next go to a question from Evan Petzold of the Detroit Free Press.
Hey, John, thanks for doing this. I know last year's your first year up, but like Chris just said, lights out. How do you keep it up? I mean, are you still trying to figure that out, right? How to sustain success, or is there a formula that you've got to be able to keep that up?
I mean, I feel like it's different each year. I mean, you do whatever works for you that year. And right now for me, it's just like I said, it's just getting off the mound every day before the game, during practice, and just getting better feel for your pitches. Just have ready for the game. So that's been the big thing for me this year, is just keep getting off the mound and making sure all your pitches are sharp. So
for sure, and seeing too what Buck Farmer and Soto and Jimenez, what they've been able to do. I mean, is it kind of contagious in a way for you? Has that helped you out, just watching them and how successful they've been able to be? And is there a correlation there?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I see Buck getting off the mound every day. I see Joe getting off the mound all the time. And you coming in as a rookie, you kind of look at that, and you kind of mirror what they're doing, because they're having success, and you want to do what they're doing. So it's been very helpful to see what they're doing every day, and kind of go off of what they're doing, and it's really been helping everybody in the bullpen. So it's been great.
And then last, what's the biggest difference between this year's team and last year's team? We've only seen 10 games, but from your opinion and from what you've seen, I mean, what are some of the key differences?
I mean, everybody's just looking sharper this year. I mean, we've been going through a rough patch the past couple of years, and we're all just trying to win games here this year. So I mean, everybody's working as hard as they can and trying to win ball games. So I mean, that's the big difference, So
thanks, appreciate it.
Thanks, Evan. Our next question comes from Chris McCoskey of the Detroit News.
Yeah, just given what you had said about getting off the mound every day and keeping your routine going, is this 4-day break been not what you were looking for, or has it made it any more difficult for you to kind of keep on your program without facing hitters, and stuff like that?
Did you say this little 4-game break?
Yeah, the 4-day break.
I mean, we're all going about it as if we got a game today. So I mean, we're getting off the mound like we usually do. We had live BP today, so I got off the mound today to face hitters. So I mean, everybody's keeping their minds in the right place, as if we're playing a game right now. So we're just trying to stay as sharp as we can for Friday and, you know, be ready to roll.